Hey everybody, welcome back. We're continuing our reading of the Tafseer. It's been super helpful. We're in Surah Al-Baqarah, and we was digging in on 229, and we're on page 63. And he has knowledge of all things. So, he knows all that goes into the earth and all that comes out of it, and all that descends from heaven and all that ascends to it. Sabah 34:2. And Allah knows what you conceal and what you disclose. An-Nahl 16:19, it's one of my favorites. He knows what is secret and what is yet more hidden. Mention of Allah's creation of the universe is often followed by affirmation of His omniscience, as in the verse in which Allah, glory be to Him, says, "How could He who created not know His own creation, when He is the knower of subtleties, the all-aware." Al-Mulk 67:14. I love it when the questioning that comes out. That is because His creation of all things is the clearest evidence of His knowledge, wisdom, and might. Ooh, this is a nice, pretty long one. 230. When your Lord said to the angels, "I am going to place on earth successive generations," they said, "Will you place therein those who will make mischief therein and shed blood? Wilt we glorify you with your praises and proclaim your holiness?" He said, "I know that which you do not know." And he taught Adam the names of all things. Then he showed them to the angels and said, "Tell me the name of these if you are right." They said, "Glory be to you. We do not know anything except what you have taught us. Verily you are the all-knowing, most wise." He said, "O Adam, tell them the names of these things." When he had told them their names, Allah said, "Did I not tell you that I know what is unseen in heaven and on earth? And I know what you disclose and what you conceal?" And when we said to the angels, "Prostrate before Adam," and they all prostrated except Iblis, he refused and was arrogant. He was one of the disbelievers. Oh, it's so beautiful the way it's written. This is the beginning of the passage that speaks of the superiority of Adam. Alayhi as-salam. Oh, that's how you write it. I like it when people say that they mention him in the Alayhi as-salam. Peace be upon him, the father of humankind. When Allah wanted to create him, He informed the angels of that and said that He was going to place him on the earth to be followed by successive generations. Yes, so interesting, poetic way to point it out to us. Yes, He clearly did. The angels, peace be upon them, said, "Will you place therein those who will make mischief therein by committing sin and shed blood?" This shedding blood is specific matter that is mentioned after a general statement making mischief. It is mentioned in order to highlight the seriousness of killing. Well, yes, shedding blood. Okay, yes. This was based on what the angels thought, that these successive generations who were going to dwell on earth would do that. Hey, that's a good point, right? They were going to do that, and the humans, they really did, man. We really do to each other, especially right now. So they declared that the Creator was above creating such a being, and that it was not befitting for Him to do so. They glorified Him and declared that they were persistent in worshipping Allah in a manner that was free of any mischief. That is a very interesting nuance. It basically implies that, right? Because it's like, hey, you're gonna go ahead and create that. It's interesting. It also makes you realize how we are not the primal, like the best. We are a unique version. Because some humans, no doubt, think that they are better than an angel. You know what I'm saying? And here you can see a little bit of like different yet equal, yet we shouldn't get too much on our high horse. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what I mean is, girls here, like growing up, you'd wear angel on your shirt, right? Angel, you would see it. People name their dogs that. So it's like when we say angel, we mean it as in like, oh, a human can be an angel. Do you see what I'm saying? The way it's marketed within the culture. But here in the Quranic sense, it's interesting how he points out, well, you see a little bit of like, huh, right? And they bow because, they obey Allah's will. But it is quite interesting that shedding blood is something that, it's definitely seen in a way of like serious, not something just idle. As they said, whilst we glorify you with your praises, that is, we declare you to be above all shortcomings. Your praises glorify you and praise, yes, and proclaim your holiness. Nukadisulak. It may be understood as meaning, and we proclaim you alone to be holy. The phrase Nukadisulak may also be understood as meaning, we purify ourselves for your sake. Interesting. But what does an angel need to do to purify himself? It's quite interesting. That is, we purify ourselves by acquiring good characteristics. Oh, I see. Talk about us. Such as loving, fearing, and glorifying Allah, and by ridding ourselves of bad characteristics. Allah, glory be to Him, said to the angels, I know concerning these successive generations that which you do not know, because you are speaking on the basis of speculation, whereas I know what is apparent and what is hidden. Hey, that's cool too, right? So not only do you see like the angels have their own personality, but the creator's like, indeed you're more gifted in intelligence than maybe the mere humans, right? But just know that I am above, I know what's going down. And I know that the good that will result from the creation of these successive generations is many times greater than any evil that may result from it. Well, that is hopeful, right? Can give us hope. If there was nothing more involved in that but that Allah wanted to choose from among them the prophets, the Siddiqeen, the martyrs, and the righteous, and so that His signs might become manifest to His creation. So that His signs may become manifest. So, searching for signs. And so that many acts of... It's very pretty and soft, this paper, this book. Worship might be done that would not be done without the creation of these successive generations, such as jihad and so on. And so that the hidden potentials of the sons of Adam, both good and evil, might be demonstrated by means of testing them. Okay, hidden potentials, okay, both negative and positive, and they will be demonstrated by the testing process. And so that his enemies might be distinguished from his close friends, and his supporters from his opponents, and so that the hidden evil in the heart of Iblis, that was the main part of his character, might be made manifest. These are all great reasons, some of which, let alone all of them, would have been sufficient reason for that. Well, yes, the main part of Iblis's character, hidden evil in his heart. Yes. Because the statement of the angels was indicative of their feelings of superiority towards the successive generations that Allah was going to place on earth. Oh yes, so I was on the right track. Oh, nice. Alhamdulillah. Allah, glory be to Him, wanted to explain to them the superiority of Adam so that they might acknowledge his status and see the perfection of Allah's wisdom and knowledge. Oh, so we're like our own little example. That's cool. So He taught Adam the names of all things, and that these names applied to, in other words, He taught them words and meanings, to the extent that He taught them what to call large and small items. So language, right? It's power of speech, communication. Then He showed them, that is, the things that were named to the angels as a test for them. Would they know what these things were or not? Hey, that's a cool point. He teaches Adam. The angels are just like, hey, do you know the name of this? Adam knows, but do you? Ah. And said, "Tell me the names of these if you are right, as you claim to be superior to the successive generations." Oh, yeah. Dang. Right? Ah, that's interesting. Man, to be a fly on the wall and hear that conversation, to see that test.